Okay, so let's continue on with researching your topic. Sorry, guys, it's getting darker now, so like they're gonna have this glare, and it's unfortunate, but it's all I can do right now. So I apologize. All right, so yeah, let's continue. Let's go forward. I'm gonna share my screen, and let's get going. All right, guys. So first and foremost, determining what the general and specific purpose of your like after you guys have found your topic, right? Like you found what you're gonna do, like generating and understanding or determining your general and specific purpose of your speech is going to be essential for you to carry on. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in greater detail in this video. Okay, so first, what is the general purpose of your speech? And this is defined in your book as the broad goal of the speech, right? So if you're going to give us an informative speech about space, your broad goal of it is that you're giving us an informative speech about space, right? So that's the broad goal is you're going to talk about space. There you go. But what is the more specific purpose of a speech, right? And so that's defined in your book as a single infinitive phrase that states precisely what the speaker hopes to accomplish in his or her speech or their speech, right? And so we're going to talk about like what that actually means and how to convey this. And so going forward, so your general topic, right? We're going to break this down. And so like you guys can have a general like idea of what's happening within like the general and versus specific, all right? So your general topic is typically when thinking about your general purpose of a speech, you'll want to give the audience the information that is only about that topic, right? You're not going to try to persuade your audience or give your audience anything outside of what the topic is about. You're really only giving us the general purpose of that topic, right? And typically, you're going to use this in your informative speech, but this can also be used in your persuasive speech. But keep in mind, the general topic is just speaking about something generally, right? You're not telling us specifically what you want to accomplish. And that is actually going to be right here, your specific topic, right? And so, although the general information of your topic is something that you want to achieve with your informative speech, right? You want to kind of just like generally tell us what's going on. The specific purpose of your speech is going to go along the lines, and this is an example in your book. It says, you are like, my name is Shane, and I am going to inform you specifically about space within my informative speech. Specifically in space, I'm going to inform you about XXX, right? So specifically, I'm going to inform you about about the research on space. That's very specific, right? As far as like general goes, which would be more of like there's so much information about space. So you see how the two are like compared and contrast. So specific purpose, like for your specific topic, is that you're specifically going to tell us what you're going to do, right? Now, if this was a persuasive speech, I would give you something more so like along the lines where it would be um I'm going to try to persuade you specifically about the uses of dark matter in my speech, right? That is persuading, and it's going to tell us that in greater detail and how you're going to like persuade us to actually want to invest in dark matter, right? But informatively, you would say, I'm going to inform you guys specifically about what dark matter is in my speech. And that is like the more specific for informative versus persuasive. Um, specificities are typically used within like persuasive speeches. They are used also in informative speeches as well. You're definitely going to want to give us something that is like specific to what your informative speech is about. But kind of like catching the eye, like catching the lines there, right? It would be more so that to inform versus I am going to persuade or I will try to persuade. You know what I mean? So when you use that, like in the example that shows here, when you use it kind of like that, you kind of want to think about how you're going to tailor your speech around that one specific sentence. So just keep that in mind. And I think that is it for the general topics. Let me double check really quick, guys. So sorry. Yeah. Okay. So then we are good as far as your general topics. We're going to end with the next video on the topic of researching your topic, and then we're going to move on and we're going to work with outlining and what outlining kind of looks like. Okay. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.